So today I want to talk to you about installing my awning on my 825 Lance camper. When I bought this camper, I bought it with minimal accessories. I did it on purpose to save for weight and only get the accessories that I wanted, because I know I was going to be towing my Jeep on a trailer behind it, and I only had a 3/4 ton truck, so I got a small short bed camper, 825. So I've been slowly adding accessories to it, and this awning was the last bit. So I ordered the awning from the dealer, and it came with some pretty lousy instructions. And I tried to YouTube and I couldn't find anything for the 825, and I didn't really have any good ideas how to do it. So this video is to show you how I installed it. So hopefully if somebody wants to install an awning on their 825 Lance and it didn't come with one, hopefully this will help. So stay tuned. So we just got the awning up there. We slid it on this rail right here. So if you can see the gap in that rail, and you just line it up and slide it in there. That's really as far as we got. And it's just hanging up there. Nothing's bolted or anything. It's just hanging on that rail right now. I couldn't really film it, but hopefully this explains exactly what I did so that you can see how this went. We still have to bolt it down. It's just hanging there like I said, and then it has legs that come down and we have to figure out where those go. Kind of late in the day, and I'm smelling the neighbor's barbecue and it's smelling good. In fact, I wish I could share that with you. So we're gonna probably cook some dinner and get at this tomorrow. I will come back with some updates. I do have instructions, but we're going to use the gutter rail, and the instructions say not to use the gutter rail. They've been using the gutter rail for years. We're going to give it a shot, and I'm going to show you how I do this. Stay tuned. Using my truck as a scaffold, I moved the awning into position. So what I decided is, once you open it up, there's legs. Legs have to go into a bracket that you screw in on the side of the camper. I wanted to make sure that I was in far enough where the legs can attach to the side of the camper. On this side, I wanted to be in far enough because we're not actually going to screw into the trailer. I mean, we're going to screw into the side of the trailer, but we're not going to go through to the other side. We're going to see if we can glue this down with some sort of sealer, and then just have a couple screws hold it in place, and hopefully the sealer will do most of the work. You'll see what I mean once I get going. But just in case that doesn't work and I have to screw through, I had to make sure that where I put it, it will make it all the way through. And as you can see right here where my Lance sticker is where the bathroom is, and I really didn't want to drill all the way through into the bathroom. But on the top by the vent cover is a vent for the bathroom. And inside there's a cover around that vent, so if I screw all the way through, I won't be able to get to the other side of it. So I needed to make it offset enough where if I do end up having to screw all the way through, I can get a nut on the other side. So that's where we are right now. It looks like it's where I want it. I will start mounting it, and I will show you what I mean coming up. Okay, the instructions say to mount this metal plate on the side of the trailer with screws that go all the way through to the inside, and then hang the awning on this metal plate. But I don't really want to drill holes all the way through to the other side. So my plan is, now that you see this opened up, I found some old instructions that said that I could use the rain gutter and then I can drill a hole right there in that spot and right there in between those two black marks, and then the same over here. They say drill a 3/16 hole and use a stainless bolt. So my plan is to lift this up, drill holes through there, put some lap sealant in there, and then push it down, drill smaller pilot holes for the screws, screw those in almost as tight as I'll go, and then let it sit for a couple days and let that lap sealant dry. And hopefully that lap sealant will be strong enough where it won't move and the screws will hold it tight enough to let that stuff dry. That's the theory. If it doesn't work, which I think it's gonna at least work for a while, but if it doesn't work, let's say the screws come out, because there isn't really anything other than the fiberglass on the other side and foam to really hold the screws. I'm really relying on the lap sealant to do most of the holding. What I plan to do is, if they don't hold, then I'll remove these screws and then I'll drill holes that go all the way through and then put some lag bolts in it with nuts on the other side. That's a last resort. And maybe I'll do a follow-up video if it doesn't work. I'll definitely do a follow-up video if that's what I have to do, but I might do a follow-up video just to check in and show you guys how, if it worked or not with the screws. I mean, I'm a little sad that I don't have anything on the other side the screws can go into, but hopefully the lap sealant will hold it. Anyways, keep watching and I will show you how that goes. Here's the lap sealant I'm using. It looks like the 551 LSD. It's non-leveling, non-sag. We're gonna put that up around the holes between the camper and the back rail. Okay, I can't do that with one hand and hold the camera with the other, so I'm gonna put you down, seal it up, and I'll be right back. Okay, and we're back. We have it screwed in. You can see a little of the leveling lap sealant leaking out. I'm gonna have to clean that up, but I want it to dry first. A lot easier to clean up once it dries. There's the middle one, and then the last one. A lot of lap sealant coming out of that one, but I think it'll be easier to clean once it dries. So it's hung. Yay. So all I got left is to install the legs against the side. So the legs come out, and then there's a bracket that I install on the side, and they go into that bracket, and I will come back and show you when it's completely done. This is how we decided to mount this rather than mount the hangers and drill through the wall. These don't go all the way inside. This last one here, there's actually some aluminum that it's screwed into because of the sleeper. So I feel good about it. I think this is going to be great. So I will get these brackets installed and do a follow-up. Stay tuned. Okay, this is what you're all waiting for. The awning is on. Look at that. This is the done product. This is what happens when you buy a no frills camper. and then you want some frills, then you have to do it yourself later. I'm pretty happy with it. It's all installed, ready to go, looks good. Move back. It's a gray awning. Feel free to leave any questions in the comments. Do something amazing today.